destruction of Sunset City. Your checks are in the mail.
That's why I couldn't find the weapon inside the building. The building was the weapon.
So I have to fight a building?
There's a device near the top of the building, a power core of sorts.
A power core. There's always a power core. I gotta keep moving. Don't want to get fried.
Alright, so, what do you guys think this is going to be for a boss fight?
They lead straight to the top.
What do you expect? I like Norton Dragon? Well, you're pretty much right. This boss is kind of not great. You can jump up these things. You,
Get to the top. Hurry. Shoot the core.
Why are you climbing up to the top? You actually think there's some kind of power core or something up there? No way! We learned that lesson once already. What? I have a power core? When did I not know this? Everybody knows.
you do that 3 or 4 times and then you win. It's not difficult. It's not. I mean, it moves and you gotta go chase it down, but then you go back up the arm and you gotta go up there. It doesn't change too much, and it's a little disappointing, actually. Like, there's a good sense of urgency and whatnot. I mean, that's mainly because of the timer, but it's a bit of a letdown. More than a bit. Like, this boss could have been so much cooler. Like, Fizzy's was kind of cliche, but at least it was a little interesting with how you had to go around it. This could have been a lot cleaner, a lot more concise. It could have. I mean, I guess there's only so much you can do with how it controls and whatever else, but there's just it's this 3 times, which bothers me. You go up the arms, you go up these things, you go and shoot it until it decides to die, and that's the boss fight. There's not a lot of challenge in it. There's not a lot of real difficulty. It's this. As much as I really, really, really like this game, this is the biggest letdown for me. There was so much potential that was just kind of wasted, and it was good for the majority of the game, and it played fine, like great control. The side missions, even though I didn't do a lot of them, they're really good. The writing's great. Like the whole, I know I'm getting my after game review like during the last boss, but this is the part where it just kind of collapses. I mean, the ending is fine. This boss fight it's kind of acceptable, but it's not good. It's not what you would expect. It's just kind of boring and bland, and it goes against most of the idea of what the game was going for, being a bright, colorful, actiony thing, where it's just chase this thing down as fast as you can, grind up the arms, and shoot. I mean, I know Fizzy's was jump on a thing 3 or 4 times and then shoot him, but like, I don't know. For a last boss, it could have been better. There was a lot of potential, and it just kind of got wasted. Right at this point. I don't know if they just had to clutch out an ending. I don't know if they just ran out of budget and they were like, no, you gotta make this boss fight this way, or like you gotta make it easier, or like I have no idea what they had to do with it. It just isn't what they could have done, but they could have gone and did and made it incredibly interesting. This is, I mean, look, it's babyishly easy. I'm doing all of this talking, not even paying attention to the boss fight. I'm just going. It's done right here. 3, 2, 1. Finished. There you go. There was a second form, and it was like some kind of big robot. You had to like chases you through the city or something, and you were running like, I don't know, like a Crash Bandicoot Boulder scene or something. That would have been more interesting.
Now that is how you end a game.
But the ending just kind of falls flat. Like, there's no big payoff. It's kind of like how Borderlands 2, or not Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, there was a lot of build-up, there was a lot going for it, and there was a lot that was happening, and the last thing you do in the game, like... In Borderlands 1, you get to the point where you get to the last bit. You go through the last, like, 2 missions before you go and open the vault and fight the big monster. But, like, it just kind of drops it on you. There's no preparation for it. There's no, like, alright, we need to do this one more thing to prepare. It doesn't let you really know that you're going for it until it just throws the quest at you. As many side quests as you have to do in that, it doesn't bring up the expectation for it. It doesn't make you see, like, it's a good twist that the vault doesn't have a prize in it, but it's this. You do all this stuff, you make all these friends, and do all these things, and I mean, I guess the side quests are fulfilling enough, but like, as good as the rest of this game was, this ending is just disappointing, and I'm really sorry about that, but I still really like the game, and the DLC is really short, doesn't add a lot. There's no big character moments or payoffs here at the end where there has to be. It just, oh, you died? I don't like that ending, as you saw. It just bugs me. I don't know what else I can say about this game. The rest of it was great, though. Just playing it the second time through really let me see, oh, especially it's just doing story missions, oh, this is kind of shorter than I expected it to be. I mean, I really like the game. I recommend playing it. Just going through all the side quests and listening to all that dialogue and that writing. The DLC is fun. You get an extra ability or two, like, in one of them you go to an oil rig and you get an ability to dive under the water and shoot back out instead of just having to annoyingly fall into it. I don't know. For a launch game, really good. Really, really good. And like I said, the only problem is the ending. The only problem is the ending. I don't think there's anything after the credits. I don't remember. Somebody's telling me no. So, you know, let it play out. I just don't recall. Yes, there is. I remember. I mean, it's the cliche, how could you set this up for a potential next game? Thank you very much, Insomniac, for putting a page on your on your website that's written permission for YouTubers to use the assets and the games and whatever else, because as I've been uploading, there have been copyright things that have been hit my things from various little things, like one's called In-Grooves, and I know a lot of people have had a lot of issues with that. They basically suck up your money for 30 days because they don't answer your claims. But because I have the written permission, it should just go away, and once in a while it does. But thank you for making it extremely easy to use the music and everything else that's in the game specifically. Like, I wouldn't be able to go and use Cheap Time's music somewhere else just because I have Insomniac's permission, but I can totally use it within the game as I'm doing here. So, Insomniac did a very good job at making the game and programming it and giving me the permission, and other YouTubers, because there's big problems with the copyright thing in YouTube, which it's a whole thing. You can find it all over the place. Just Insomniac, this is really good. I mean, again, besides the ending, just really, really nice. Had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Really long credits. Really long credits.
I'm not the hero that Sunset City deserves, or the hero it needs, but I'm pretty much all it's got. So everybody can just deal with it.